Not advance further than this. Let's see, where are they attacking? Are they attacking the walls? They are a little bit. That's okay. Retreat a bit. Good shot. Very good shot. Very nice. They're drawing back. They're going to try and set fire to some of my stuff. Okay. We will advance then. Calm down. Major break risk. I am so sorry, but it is just the thing you're going to have to put up with. They deployed a shield. Okay, got hit there. Gunshot in the leg. Okay. Deal with that. Annoyingly, this survived. And they fled. Okay. Bomber is alive. Great memory, pyromaniac. Sadly, it looks like I was mistaken. Bomber didn't make it. We've inherited a couple of new guns, though. So our wealth continues to climb. You are all leave the duty. Go about your business. But I would love it if you could try and put out some of those fires for me. Whatever you can. They'll head inside first and then they'll head back out. God, so many people got hurt. Should be able to put this out relatively fast, I think. There we go. Oh, thank you very much for the rains. Much needed. Okay. Oh. Definitely feeling it now. Kind of need you to go and rest. Like, really? Right now? Oh, God. People are just trying to die. Any of my... I think... Tragically, all of my doctors are down. Oh, no. Philander is up. Takatsuchi, go rest until you're better. Okay, no immediate danger, that's good. Are you done yet? And done. Right, next up. Okay, they got 19 hours, so it's not too bad. Oh, you've got your peg leg already, nice. So that was already taken care of. Appreciate it. God, what a mess. Yeah, I've got quality of life mods. So they're just visual mods, that sort of stuff. I hate to ask this of you because you're so tired and so hungry, but I really need to clean this hospital before they all get infections. Are you still bleeding, Leaf? No. Okay. We're gonna need more graves. A lot more graves. So we are savages. We'll bury the dead even if they were scallywags in life. Remember, chat, we're the good guys. So Tria, I swear, if you fall back over again, I'll be so angry. Really, Wendy? 2 on the same day, and then one day later. And we're using clever tactics too. I think Randy might have... I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure where we go with this. We're not getting enough time to even remotely start to recover, and I'm having to force people to very actively try to save each other's lives. So this is going to be hard. This is going to be really hard, especially because they're attacking straight away. They are bow wielders. Granted, that does give us a small advantage because we're gun wielders. But this is going to be really difficult for us. They're almost there. And one of the big issues is a couple of people don't even have weapons right now. Oh, it's raining, so some of my advantage is lost. I'm not even sure they're going to be able to get out here in time. Fire arrows. Not a great fan. Especially when they land on my people. You have no cover whatsoever, so you need to We'll go up there right now. Get past, ideally. Head over here. VP was very briefly put on fire. The only place I have traps, realistically, is over here. So I kind of need to try and draw them in this direction. So let's try and kite them over there if we are able to. Keep going. Sotria works on some cooking. Are they just going for my animals? Wow. Absolute dicks. Drawing back. Ouch. How badly wounded? Death 18 hours. That's... Ooh, what just... Lost a lung. Ouch. Okay. I mean, at this point, I'm not really sure, outside of something like a kill box, what I could do to try and deal with this level of constant attack. Where's Darkest Dodo? You scooch forward, mate. Scooch forward. Thank you. Flash Beast. Okay. Draw back. Move up. Okay. Some of them are trying to flee. No, Darkest Dodo, why? No, my yak calf. Hey, Nucrium. The raid has brought another raid. Hello, mate. Welcome on in. I'm afraid you're arriving at a pretty rough moment, actually. I'm not sure we're getting out of this one. And if we do, I'm not sure we'll get out of the next one. It's one of those kind of spirals. But welcome on in, raiders. Hello. We've had 3 raiders in a row. Yes, yes. If we bring up the like message log, we had just finished dealing with a mech raid through sniping. It had been there for quite some time. Shamblers approached midway through it. It was on the 2nd of September. 5 days later, we got a raid from Neanderthals. Then on the same day, a raid from Pigskins. And then 1 day later, a raid from Imps. Yeah, I'm afraid there is a queue. So if you're here to raid, you're gonna need to form a nice orderly line. You can take a ticket. We will see you when there is a raid satisfaction representative available. Splotch, if we went down into the underground stockpile, we would die. There's nothing down there for us. There's no meds. There's no food. I mean, you know, you're right. You are right. And if you were dying from sunburn and sun exposure in, you know, cast adrift in the middle of the ocean in a little rubber dinghy, you could jump overboard to stop the burning. But I don't think it's going to increase your survival chances. Let's put it that way. And that's very much the situation we're in. Any of the obvious options available to us, okay, another one is broken, is they've all broken now. Whoever's left, there are actually still flesh finger spikes chasing them down. We created a couple of interesting abominations to try and help thwart the scallywags, but yeah. Right, okay, go grab them. The fire is not the objective. The objective here is get our people indoors. Crete, call the herbal meds. We're going to need them. We will do what we can. Save whom we can. The animals are probably gone. I'm going to be honest. There's not a lot we can do about that. But welcome on in, Nukrium. Thank you so much for dropping by and bringing your raiders. Hello, everyone. What were you playing, mate? Let's get a shout out for Nukrium. There you go, chat. If you're not already a fan, if you're not already following Nukrium, then please do avail yourself of that button at the top of chat right now to drop them a follow. What's my plan with this playthrough? Asked Fiasu. The idea, like the concept of it, was tribals who fled the massacre by the blood machines. The basic tribal start. The idea that, from their perspective, an angry god sent its blood machines to hunt us down, and we were 5 survivors of that raid. And with the Odyssey content, kind of build up to the point that we take tribals all the way up to having their own grav ship, ultimately to the point of going to the mech hive mind in orbit and taking it out. The tried and tested anime trope of not that these were necessarily, you know, just teen protagonists, but main character decides to ascend to the heavens to dethrone God. That's more or less what we're going with. I'm imagining a ground ship in space heated by campfires. Yes. That was rough. We may well lose many of our animals here. Where are our colonists? Right, Crete. No immediate danger there. Dead at 7 hours there. Australia. Not gonna die. Tequila. Not gonna die. Yes, Kiwis can. Yeah, actually, looks like most people are okay. Maybe we're not in as bad of a state as I thought. Oh no, you're dead. Did we lose another part? No. God, my poor people are covered in scars. I will allow you to quickly eat if you have to. But I really need you to get on top of taking care of people. So few of my doctors are available now. You cannot sleep. I cannot afford for you to sleep. I am so sorry. Is this Megasloth gonna live again? At this point, I'm genuinely flabbergasted by just how survivable that Megasloth is. Mind you, I shouldn't be that surprised. It is a Megasloth. I don't blame you, Duck. I really don't. I'd probably want to run away from this hellhole too. Okay. Can I get sushi? I kind of need you to go back to... Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, you're fully healed. Well done. Alright. Could you put out that fire for me instead? Then you can do what you want. Okay. Something went to bed. Something still streaming. Hey, Demi. Welcome back. As per tradition. No. Demi, no, it's not. This is Yobgod II. Leopard Cal got turned into a gigantic flesh beast. I think it was a... What was it? If I check what we know how to butcher, that should tell me. A bulb freak. No, Yobgod II has died, caused blood loss. We tried so hard. But in the end, it didn't even matter. We've still got a spiky boy out here. Someone hunt it before it causes us a mischief. I actually think that genuinely helped, though. No, Yakov. No, crash the belief. What the heck? Not for our bloody... If our moral guide switches, what's that going to tell everyone else? We can't allow that to happen. Oh, my lord. But everyone is quite badly bruised and beaten up. So, Demi. Let me tell you, let me spin you a tale. Let me show you. At some point far in the past, oh no, there's an infestation. Oh yeah, so like we had the defoliator ship show up. There, on the 12th of April. While that was still there, you know, we were dealing with things. We had an infestation on the 10th of August. Then on the 2nd of September, Shamblers approached. While all of this was going down, we were slowly thinning out the numbers of the guarding mechs around that defoliator ship, thanks in almost entire part to Tequila Jane and Kagatsuchi. Kagatsuchi was armed with a charge lance that we got from the from a weapons locker, a masterwork charge lance from a weapons locker in the storage silo. The Shamblers were much of a muchness. They weren't like the attacking type. They were the wandering type. So we basically just worked around them and let them wander up past. They more or less came into our garden and then carried on their way until they left. We defeated the mechs finally. Promptly, we got raided by Neanderthals. Now, I didn't notice they were Neanderthals. That's my bad. It might have been that... is it... Are they actually Neanderthals? Let me just double check if they are the Neanderthal tribe. Yeah, they are a fierce Neanderthal tribe. So, literally. I didn't notice that. We tried facing them out in the open. I mean, we won, but... yes, Kiwis could fly, lost a leg. They've got a peg leg now, it's fine. I made it better. We beat them too. You know, we drove them back and only 1 or 2 people went down. Yes, Kiwis could fly literally tanked like 3 or 4 Neanderthals by themselves and only lost a leg to it. Frankly, I think they won that engagement. But nevertheless, the same bloody day, we got another raid from Pigskins. The day later, we had a raid from Impits. That's the first time I think I've had 2 sizable raids in the same day that I remember. That was a bit rough. That was genuinely hard because the Neanderthals are obviously quite a threat. They're very powerful, hard to take down. Mulgurk, the pigskins, they're a bit of an easier threat, but there was a lot of them and they were coming at us from all different angles. And then the impids, because the pigskins had like malfunctioning drop pads and attacked immediately. The impids just attacked from multiple angles, so there were multiple coordinated groups attacking from different directions. There were a lot more impids than any of the others. It has been a time. It has been a time. I am uncertain where this is going to go, but thank goodness for this hospital. My lord. I desperately hope that we can bury some of these bloody dead, otherwise it's going to drive our people to... they're going to get very sad. Super sad. There we go. Because, again, we're the good guys. We don't just leave their bodies out to rot. Or feed them to our wargs. Perish the thought. Shifty eyes. Yeah, I'm not too surprised that there are lots of break risks, honestly. So yeah, it's been a time. Some might even say a time of times. Still trying to work on a bit of a compound wall, but at this stage I'm starting to feel that maybe the right course of action is to simply try and get a ship and leave and hopefully make it off somewhere safe. I don't know. It is becoming increasingly harrowing. Yes, cubes can fly. Darkest Dodo, rather. Grab your extremely powerful and very, very precious weapons, please. I was thinking about going back down there and finishing off whatever there was in there, but I fancy that might not be the smartest move anymore. Am I making kibble out of the twisted meat? I'm not. There we go. Dark visions with Darkest Dodo. Darkest Dodo has become overwhelmed with horrible visions, rambling about things that only she can see. She will snap out of it in a few hours. This happened because of poor mood. Final straw was depressive. I can relate. There we go. At least we've got some lights outside now. Okay. Who amongst us hasn't been so depressed they started chanting Cthulhu? Indeed, indeed. All right. Well, it looks like most people are actually getting through this. I love the fact that this shows a peg leg. That's just amazing. The lack of a lung is a problem, though. I may have to borrow one from someone. Well, borrow is the wrong word. I don't intend to give it back. Do we want more meat? Or are we good for... No, we're good for veggies. Meat would be probably either turned into kibble or pemmican. We are still burying people. It's a long, arduous process. Oh, we're burying shamblers. Not sure. I got 2 days this time. Randy's spoiling us. Spoiling us, I tell you. 2 days. We're going to have to remove this area of our visitor map. For now. Alright. Tequila Jane, what's up? What on earth are you? Oh, you're grabbing the mech. Okay, fair. They're beginning their assault. Not great. Right. Tequila Jane will be in soon. I'm just going to let everyone else deal with this problem. All right. With that, the only zone you're allowed in is home. Go home, everyone. Home, home, home. Let the taxman fight things off. This is how they earn their taxes. By defeating mechanoids. And if they don't, well, they don't get the taxes. I feel that's incredibly fair. I should probably help, but the issue here is that I might miss and shoot them. Which would be less good. Oh, my grenades. Punk. Doesn't look like they made it. Okay, now it is time for us to actually try and get up there and help. Good, that one went down. Those spike traps, they genuinely do actually do quite a lot of work. Need a lot more firepower. Fire. Roll back so that we're not taking their firepower. Look at the Tsuchi. They are taking a lot of punishment here, aren't they? Come on. No, Darker Soda, why? He knows. Okay. Rescue. Since you're a medic, you can also take care of them when you get in there. Rescues can fly. In terms of the best melee weapon we have. Oh my god, I've got way too many now. DPS wise, it's a plasteel knife, apparently. Steel spear. I don't. Oh god, they are actually all over there. Okay. Move up a bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pull back a bit. Ah! Have you rescued them? Good. I want you to treat them. Oh, already tending. Never mind. Thank you. One shot, one kill. Could equip the grenades, I guess, but I'm worried that that's just going to lead to me killing ourselves. You're still in bed. No, you just do your thing. Take a shot if you can. No. Critical alert. You know what? Head back. You're too ready to pop. They're going to go for the animals, aren't they? Yes, they are. Question is, which of you is the better shot? Okay, you've hit them in the head. Nice. Ow. They hit you in the leg and the torso. Well done, you win. There's the other one. Not sure what it's going to try and do. Right, I want you to... Okay, you're good. Can you carry? No. Honestly, this is a tricky one, but let's go. Hopefully they'll get back by themselves. How are you doing? Death, 3 hours. I might be able to save you, but I would have to direct myself to do that. My peeps to go and do that right now. I do not feel that that is what we need to do. We got multiple people missing a lung. No. Okay. Where are they? Problem here is that that thing is really, really quite good at killing at long range. Like that. Okay, it's all down to who wins this fight. Done amazingly. Keep it up. Oh. Nerves of steel, Leafy Poo. Actual nerves of steel. shot off your ear and you just kept firing. Wow. It is but a scratch. Okay. Great. Can you... What's your skill? Go. You might get there. I don't know. We'll do our best, though. But there is a very good chance that it will not go the way we want it to. Leafy Pew the earless. We are losing body parts. This is not a war of attrition. We will win. We are actively losing body parts as we go. One hour. You're gonna be up. Oh. Come on. Oh. You can do it. Oh. Have you got this? Yes. Right, now. Rescue. Huh. Well, we did regrow one. Like, Leafy Pew lost an arm. We regrew it using a Heal MX serum. We only had one of those. I want you to change your style. Favorite color. Go. What a faff this has been so far. Darkest Dodo, would you like to change your style? Oh, you've got a very, very bold style. I like it. Is there a reason you're keeping a tank in the temple? I mean, if you had the chance to keep a tank in your temple, would you turn it down? Be honest now. I am alive, but I am doubting our ability to stay that way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want everyone to understand that this is not going well. I need the best healer we've got to wake up and quickly tend, and then clean the hospital. We are hemorrhaging body parts. We're not hemorrhaging colonists, but we are hemorrhaging body parts. And that's almost as bad. In fact, that's probably worse, if I'm perfectly honest. It's that slow decline. Chop off their torso. Yeah, shit. Could you rest and... Oh, that's very kind of you. Making sure that the other patients are taken care of. Like a good doctor should. Strong Finn's mum energy right there. All right. Okay. Something I really, really like, though, is this. The way of visualizing the infection with this mod is glorious. It's showing me that our immunity is 8.2% better than the infection, and it's really visual how much faster we're growing. It's amazing. I really like this mod. Really like it. But yeah, sadly, we are very much in the decline section of a colony, I feel. I mean, it's not... Maybe... Randy. I don't think that this makes us good. It doesn't. You're still an arsehead. Just less of one. But we are, you know, it is possible we'll be able to recover, but it's all predicated on getting time to recover. Right now, we're generally not. And so what's happening is we're constantly on the back foot. We're constantly reacting to another raid, constantly reacting to another crisis, and we're not getting time to build up our defenses because half the colony is in bed most of the time, recovering from the last raid. This happens quite frequently. You start to notice it. You start to catch the signs that you're in a downward spiral. Hopefully we can correct, but it's far from guaranteed that we'll be able to. All right. More and more bodies. Again, a lot of these are shambler corpses being brought in, which I'm not entirely certain I'm okay with, but I guess they were human once. We're going to need to get you a burger. Ah, no. Okay. Okay. So I haven't reset these bills. Right. So first and foremost, burger. Of whatever. We want do until you have 2, 60, and normal to legendary. These we don't use, and we don't use... Well, that's actually it. There we go. And the next we want a tribal headdress. So until you have 2. The clothing of our sage and our princeps has been sadly neglected for some time. Let's work on getting those sorted first. We had a large stockpile of the other clothes available, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. Medical treatment needed. You're probably fine, actually. Are we currently researching? Presently researching smoke pop packs, because I think that would be quite really medium psychic drone on men. Not something we needed right now, but of all the things you could do, Randy, I appreciate that it wasn't the worst thing you could do. one of the things to do with wealth is actually just give it away. And I know that might sound weird, but the way I reason it is wealth that can't defend you is dangerous wealth. That's why I try to keep a fairly slim profile of my meals, because meals are significantly more valuable than like raw resources. Weapons, much the same. Weapons and armor. Clothing, furniture. If it has a practical purpose, like it's making my people less prone to snaps, then it's defending the colony because it's keeping the colony working. Weapons or armor, though, is a bit of a weird one, in that you never want so much armor that you've got armor that's not being used, but you do want a little bit of excess so that people have spares. Weapons, kind of the same deal. If a weapon is never getting used, then you may as well sell it or smelt it. Either way, you remove the wealth as a danger, because it's worth more as a weapon than it is as the raw resources it would be made into, or even the silver that you could get for it, because you will always sell at a loss to a trader. But any wealth that can protect itself, so something like a psychic shock glance, that's just wealth that can protect you. A doomsday rocket launcher, that's wealth that can protect you. A shield pack, a turret pack, those are things that can defend itself. It's money that is working to keep you safe. Now, when I said just give it away, I don't mean like just throw it on the ground, but rather give it as a gift to traders. Even if they can't afford to purchase it, just give it away. Because the goodwill you're building by doing that, above a certain threshold, that goodwill becomes a willingness for that faction to actively mobilize to defend you. So effectively, your wealth is now defending you again. Takes a bit to get up to that, though, I'm going to be honest. So it's not super easy. A friendly faction that will send its warriors to take care of you is effectively a weapon. And it is absolutely worth having. Do we have much in the way of components? We don't have that much, actually. Probably worth mining that. Okay, how are you doing? Just waiting for the stab wound in your leg and well, no, the torso is a stab scar, but once the leg wound is done, you should be willing to get up and do your stuff. Alright, Delandra, what are you working on? Taking simple meal into inventory. Once you're done with that, I would like you to change your style. We'll try and get you wearing your preferred colors. It's a very small thing to do, and yet gets us a point in favor of their mood. It's very easy to set that up. Right, you're having a tantrum. You're going to destroy things in your room because of the psychic drone. You know what? That's absolutely fair. That's not even you just fussing about something trivial. That's literally you deciding to have a mental have a breakdown because distant engine of hatred is whispering sweet nothings into your brain. By sweet nothings, I mean telling you to kill your friends. Lick their eyeballs when they're dead. We've got 3 people in a snap right now. Okay, 2 people in a snap right now. That's a good sign that things are not going peachy. Splotch said, I think there's a new mod that I've not tried yet called Combat Readiness that scales raids based on your military power instead of like your wealth. Oh, that's an interesting one. It's a bit gamey in how aggressively tuned the balancing is. But I understand why it is that way. Yeah. Yeah, the wealth system is a bit of a weird one. Splotch says, I find the wealth system to be a bit wonky, to be honest. The fact that it includes floors feels too much. But that's just me. I understand it works perfectly fine for other people. I'm not necessarily sure that it works perfectly fine for other people, just that they've grown accustomed to living with it. I'm certain many of them would be more than happy if they could live without it. That was an option, but alas. I think what we're going to do here is probably remove these two. Actually, no. I will uninstall you and uninstall you. I'm going to put an electric smelter there. I cannot believe these life support units are actually a unit connected to the orbital platform's larger life support network. It keeps the rooms heated and pressurized. It's not an orbital platform though, but it's generating 3,200 watts. That must be a bug. Because these two little units are the equivalent to 2 geothermals. Let's get an electric smelter right there. Visitors, they have some items to trade. Strobin says, I mean, if I were a raider on the rim and I heard a room of a colony that had enough wealth to maintain clean carpets, you know you'd be wanting to raid them. That's fair. Really? Solar flare? We've just gone the ability to build power. Leafy Pew, you are not. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yes, cubes can fly. Backup trader, go. I think those life support systems aren't a bug, but meant as a help for when you try to settle in orbit or on an old state. That makes sense, I guess. I will buy all your pemmican and all of your herbal meds. Actually, do I need the herbal meds? No, I do not need the herbal meds. Right now, I'm going to sell you a decent amount of that. I will accept that trade. Now I'm going to trade again. But this time, I'm going to trade all of my insect jelly. Or maybe actually, yeah, all of my insect jelly. And a stupendous amount of random weapons. I think maybe. Let's just get them off the map. Well, the steel, I guess I can keep because I can always do something with that. But no, I think I will actually just be rid of them. They are not helping me in the slightest. They're too banged up, and I'm paying full price for them effectively. Is that? Which one is the bio? Bio coat? No, it's not going to tell me down. All right. Let's get rid of the visage masks. Okay. Let's try and get it close to 1,000, shall we?